And I do have to say, when I was the intern at the Tacoma Pierce County Chamber, and I met Marv within the first couple weeks of working there. And as an intern right out of college from Western Washington University, I had no idea. I was scared of Tacoma, but I met Marv and he raved about Tacoma, introduced me to people at events, and really was a welcoming part of Tacoma. So thank you, Marv. It was a great time meeting you there. So today I'm going to be talking about scams. I bet we've all dealt with a little bit of scams, gift card scams, IRS scams, a little bit of everything. There's the Tacoma Public Utility scam going on right now. So I'm going to go over the top 2016 scams that we found out about from BBB. So at the end, I'll talk a little bit about our scam tracker system, which is where we got this data. So first, has anybody worked with BBB before? Complaints or reviews or in a business or anything? Excellent. Okay, a couple. So as many of you know, we are a not-for-profit reporting agency. We are based in DuPont. We used to be in Seattle. We were in Tacoma at a time, but now we're in DuPont. We have about 70 staff members there. So we have a big staff. They're phenomenal. Love all my coworkers. We're about 90% women there, just to say, since we're talking about women a lot today. So we recently, back in February, we merged with two other Better Business bureaus, the Spokane BBB and the Idaho BBB. They are rock stars. So we now cover Alaska, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Western Wyoming. So we are the biggest BBB in all of the United States. And we love it. We're doing some awesome work, and everybody at our staff is working hard so we can better serve businesses and consumers in all of those states. Any questions so far? Fabulous. So many people are always wondering, what does it mean to be an accredited business? What's the difference between accredited business versus non-accredited? Because we report on all businesses, as long as we know about them. So an accredited business means that we've checked to make sure that they are properly licensed and bonded. We also require that they have a B rating with us. Does everybody kind of know about our rating system? The A through the F. It has a bunch of factors that go into what formulates that grade. So we do require a B rating. They have to be licensed with it for at least a year because it's hard being a brand new business. We all know that. It takes some time. We want to give them some time to figure everything out and work out the kinks. They also have to be free of a pattern of complaints. So can everybody tell me what a pattern of complaints is? Yeah, a little bit? Okay, so a pattern means that it's been a consistent issue. They haven't tried to really resolve the issue, because as business owners or employees should always be trying to improve our business, our practices, what we're doing. Even at BBB, that's what we strive to do. So we want to get rid of that pattern of complaints. And then we also have a standard of trust. It's a whole list of different standards that we have. They're BBB focused. So they have to agree to uphold those. So that's the difference. We report on all businesses. We provide a grade on all businesses. If you have a business, you can check on our website to see what your grade is. And then if you have any, if you don't think that's the right grade or we don't have the correct information, you just give us a call or shoot me an email and we'll get that all updated for you and explain everything. Okay? All right, so as consumers, on the consumer side, how you can utilize BBB services for free is business reviews. You can check out your own business review or others on our website. So you can look up the great stuff or it's some things that they've had that they've been working on. So you are able to see what the consumer, what the complaint was and how the business responded, which is my favorite part, is because complaints happen. It's just one of the normal things that happen, but it's the communication of what really makes a business strong. And then you also can file a complaint or a review. So a complaint is when you're trying to get a resolution. You want to solve the problem. And a review is pretty much just a statement of information. And then you can look for the accreditation seal. No Commencement Bank is an accredited business. We use our banking services with us all the time. So nonprofit organizations are able to become accredited. So we have an accredited charity system. So that means that we've checked to make sure they are properly licensed and they're using their donations for the right reasons. We see a lot of scams, charity scams that happen, a lot of fake GoFundMe accounts. We saw a lot when the police officer passed away. A lot of fake GoFundMe pages were brought up because people were trying to utilize that heartbreak to gain for themselves, and that was awful. So you probably saw in the News Tribune that they did a great job saying that there are scams happening. Make sure to go to Wells Fargo to go to the actual donation location. Okay? So that happens a lot. We also do a lot of work with the military. Military is one of the highest targeted group for scams. And so that's why we work really hard. So whenever we receive a complaint, we always ask if they're associated with the military at all, whether a dependent, a veteran, a spouse, so we can get down and see if there is a specific business that's targeting the military for malicious purposes. Because lots of times we have maybe a bad business open up and start targeting military, and then they're shut down by LNI or the Attorney General, but they move to a different state. And they do the same thing. So we are able to communicate within the BBB system and make sure the other locations know about these possible pop-ups that happen, okay? So, top scams of 2016. So we have a system that helps you report scams to us. We want to know about it. It started off, the Idaho BBB actually created this system. It's awesome, and I'll explain it a little bit later, but it was all this data that I'm going to share with you was compiled from about 30,000 scam reports from this past year, okay? So we have lots of other reports of different types of scams, but these are the top 10. And just give me a signal when I have like 5 minutes, okay? All right, tax scams. Who got the IRS phone call? Anybody get that IRS phone call? So many people did. I was talking to a gentleman that works at the Attorney General, and he got the phone call at his desk at the Attorney General's office. Come on! I couldn't believe it. What happened? Yeah, because they get a complete list of just all these phone numbers, and they're just going to town calling. So we had 7,530 scam reports. That does sound small to me as being the top one, but that's because Scam Tracker has only been around for a couple of years. So we're still building it, but that's still a lot of scams. We probably all heard about the one IRS or the phone calling location warehouse that was shut down in India. They were the ones calling about the IRS and the tax scam. So it shut down. It did decrease the amount of calls, but of course they have multiple locations. So what happens is con artists give you a call, and they are faking that they're IRS agents. And they're saying, you better pay this money or you're going to be arrested. And so what do you do? What do you do? When you got those phone calls, how did you react to that IRS phone call? Did you just hang up, or were you a little concerned at the time? Oh, no, you weren't worried. You're like, I don't have any debt. I'm not worried about it. No, because they fake. They know what pushes their buttons. And if you ask them questions, or if you just hang up, that's the best way. Because what these scammers are trying to do is pretty much get the easiest target, right? They want to get as many phone calls and as much money as possible. So the more you ask questions, the more they're going to be like, okay, you're exhausting. I'm going to move on from that, okay? Any questions with that one? Perfect. Okay, debt collection scam. Does anyone get a fake debt call? They use your family members as well to target you with this one. They say, you owe loan on your dad's loan that he took out a couple of years ago. We have a lot of interest that's been racked up on it, and you owe it, or we're going to have your job on the line, you're going to get arrested. It's awful. So this happens a lot. It's a lot similar to the tax scam that happens, but the best part about this is that you can always ask for your official validation notice, because they're required by law, debt collectors are required by law to provide this to you, which makes it nice. So you can just ask that, and if they're like, I'm not providing that, then you can just hang up if you're concerned. And most of us know what kind of debts we have and what our family has, if that's ever a concern, right? Okay. Sweepstakes, prizes, and gifts. If I had won everything that somebody had told me, I would be a billionaire. I wish that happened. I was like, please let me win all this money. But it unfortunately doesn't happen. I go and do a lot of presentation at assisted living facilities or community centers, and they bring me piles of mail of all of their sweepstakes. Or they tell me about these emails that they've received, or all of those things. And it's the hope. They hope that it's true. I hope it's true. But most of the time it's not. I would say 99% of the time. And lots of these things happen because you've signed up for a specific subscription, or you've clicked on something and they've gotten your information that way. And one of the best parts about these is that you can always, I recommend that you always write down what kind of things that you've participated in. Did you sign up for that specific lottery? I know when I went to the Wedding Expo a long time ago that you sign up for a lot of stuff there. Email lists, everything. Next thing I know, I get all kinds of free cruises being sent my way. Yes, I won't pay anything for my honeymoon. No, that was wrong. They just use that information, or there's a specific catch with it. So you get added on to this stuff really easily, right? Okay. Yes?
The question on that is what sort of regulations are in place to keep someone from selling those subscription lists? Because it seems like once you sign up for one, you're going to get 20, and then it just sort of compounds.
Yeah.
I know they're tightening down, but I don't believe right now is there anything that keeps them from companies from saying where did you get this list from if they got it from without the authorization and consent of the consumer? Is there a penalty, or are they heading towards that? Or
I'm really not sure about that, about the spam laws, or how they can either sell their email lists or not. I'm really not sure. Yeah. I hope they're doing something about it to help with that, but it's normally the businesses that are not for best purposes, or they're scammers that are doing it, so they don't really care either way. I know we all try our best to prevent our own businesses from spamming people with our emails. We have some good information to send, right? Good stuff, but we have to protect that and make sure that we're protecting our clients from having viruses that they click on your email, phishing, and have that happen to them. Okay? All right, so scam number 4, online purchasing scam. This is a big one. So it had 1,891 scam reports. So there's a big one that's going on, is an Amazon Marketplace scam. You know how with Amazon you see the verified products on there. You can buy things specifically from Amazon, but sometimes you see some other product sellers. It's pretty normal. It kind of looks a little bit like how they sell on eBay, but the marketplace scam that's happening right now is where someone is posing as having a product, and so a person is wanting to buy a certain product because they found it for a really good price. But next thing you know, the person that fake seller is having to go out and buy a gift card to buy, an Amazon gift card to buy that product. And so then they provide the seller with a gift card number and submit that. Then they never get a product, they can't track the money, they're not using her credit card, and so that's how that happens. And so they're out of a product. And even when they call Amazon, Amazon can't really do anything about it because that money's already gone. So these online marketplace scams are so popular. Who buys online? Who bought, let's say, 50% of their shopping, their holiday shopping online? Yeah. It is so easy. Shipped to my door. I don't have to go to the mall or anything like that. So it is very easy to be sucked in to those kinds of shopping scams. So what you need to do is try and buy. I know it's not as confident with paying by credit card via debit card, because then you don't have to worry about it, but try and pay by credit card for those things, because you'll be able to track it. Your credit card company can protect you with that. So just try and do that. That'll help you give that extra step of protection. And then also, when you're looking for a website where you're buying, whether you're buying from the direct company or the Amazon company or anything like that, make sure to look for this S, the HTTPS. That is how, sorry, it's a little low, but that's kind of your securing system. That's telling you that this is a secured system. And then you also want to look for this lock. It's the padlock button. So when you see the S and the lock, that's where you know, okay, this is a good website. You can be secure. You'll see your banks doing that. You'll see Amazon, that's directly, I pulled that from Amazon yesterday. So you see that. So when you look, make sure. Another way to help you avoid being a victim of this marketplace scam is by making sure that it is the real website. Because a lot of scammers, they copy this Amazon.com. They say Amazon.com/shopping, maybe. Shopping online. So Disney has had it happen to them, a lot of companies. So keep an eye out. So when you Google or type in your website really fast, but maybe you misspell something and it takes you somewhere else. You click on the wrong search content and it's going to take you to a different location. So just be really cautious. Make sure you're taking a double look at that for you. Okay? Any questions with that? Okay. Oh, another thing that they started doing, scammers have started doing with this, is pop-up ads. So the pop-up ads, you know, you're looking at the website and a pop-up comes up and it says free gift card. Do you want to download that? But when you click on that and are trying to get that free gift card and you're entering your information, they're just trying to get your personal information. That's all they're doing. They're not going to send you a free gift card, even though they're awesome, but that's the personal information is what they're trying to target you for. Even it's your first or your last name, your account information, all of it. Okay? So just don't do that. Any questions? Perfect. Scam number 5, the employment scam. This is really, I think, one of my least favorite. Not that I have a favorite scam, but you know, but my least favorite. It's pretty much any employment scam. It can be a work from home scam. It can be work online. Anything. It's the too good to be true listing that happens. You can make the thousands of dollars with 40 hours a week. You can work from home. It's perfect. No contracts. We won't even do a background check, nor a credit check, or anything like that. Don't even worry about sending us your resume. We'll hire you. So it's those types of things. And some people, you know, you can imagine a high school student, right out of school, maybe 18, about to get a summer job, and they see this. Okay, I can make a couple $1,000s a week. I don't even have to send my resume. They're not going to do a background check or anything. I'm going to apply. All right. That scammer has just gotten a ton of personal information. They'll ask for a social security number. And I remember as a high school student, I didn't really realize how risky it was to hand out my social security number, right? It wasn't until college that I really realized that. Another thing that happens is the potential job employer asks for money up front to pay for fees, to pay for your uniform, anything like that. And so next thing you know, you're paying a couple $100s to this fake employer. And they're not going to get that money back. And they want to pay it via gift card. That's the biggest thing that's happening right now is the gift card things that are happening. Okay? All right, scam number 6, it's government grant scam. This is when, you know, you get an email or a letter saying you've won this government grant, but do you remember applying at all? No. Lots of times people don't remember applying, which is pretty much the kicker. And we all know as nonprofits, you have to apply to these government grants. It's a lengthy process, and individuals rarely ever get government grants, right? You won't get it for personal use, okay? Biggest thing. Scam 7, tech support scam. Hello, this is Microsoft, and your computer has been hacked. I need to have access to your computer so I can remote fix it. Big thing right now. The big thing to remember with this is that Microsoft is going to call you or email you. They're not paying attention to your computer saying, okay, we got to fix this. You have to be the initiator to get that fixed, or go to a local computer company. So that's the easy part about that. If you ever see that, if you have that pop-up coming up saying you have a virus, just shut it down. Don't click on it. Bring it to a computer company or call the customer service of Microsoft directly. Okay? Don't call the number on the email that they send you, right? Okay, advance fee loan scam. We had 965 scam reports for this. We're gonna give you that loan, but you gotta give us a credit at all, or that you have no assets. We're gonna give you that loan. They keep that advanced fee. That's what they want. They want that fee so you don't have to, and pay by gift card, by the way, or wire transfer. You'll be fine. Okay? Happens a lot, unfortunately. Scam number 9, fake check money order. They send you a check for saying that you paid, they paid too much, or you paid too much, excuse me, and just deposit it and then send the difference back to them. Okay? So by the time that you find out that that check's bounced, you've lost that money and you owe it to the bank. It's awful. Even it could be $50, it could be a couple thousand. It's awful. Okay? Scam number 10, phishing. You get an email saying from your family or has a couple photos potentially on it, says an attachment, or you're traveling, or from a company that you normally work with. Click on it, virus. Okay? And they get your information. Okay? So when you have that happen, if you question it or it's an unexpected email, just click that check mark at the left-hand corner of that email, delete it. Don't worry about it. Don't even click on it so you don't have to worry about it at all. Okay? All right. Really quick, that was the top 10. I know we just sped through that. But Scam Tracker. This is the Scam Tracker system. When you go to bbbscamtracker.com, you can search the scams in different locations. So all across the United States. You can even report a scam to us. Let us know. Was money lost? What happened? So we can get this kind of data. And you can even search by types of scams, areas, within what time frame. So I did a quick search for Tacoma. The Tacoma area, we had 116 scams found or reported in this specific area. So we had 9 around University Place, 2 right in here, Ruston, 6 in Lakewood. And then if you scroll down, you can see what they were about. Debt collections, phishing, tax collection. Here's an advance fee loan. They lost $850. Okay? Online purchase. They lost about $200. Okay? So you can see what's happening. It doesn't have the details about it, but just what's happening and what kind of money's lost. There was a person in DuPont. They lost $10,000 to a gift card scam. Person called saying, your grandson's in jail. You need to pay $5,000 to bail him out.
In gift cards?
In gift cards. But send us $5,000 in iTunes gift cards. Okay, next thing you know, he sends it. We got new charges on your grandson. That's another $5,000. $5,000 sent in gift cards. Okay? Yes.
Do you share the data that you're collecting on scams with cybersecurity consortiums that are, so tell us about how you're linked in to broader, more professional efforts to break down the crime.
Absolutely. So we communicate, so all of our BBBs share this data, and our BBB council shares this data with other sources. And it is listed on our website, so it's a couple different ones that you can see which ones we communicate that with. And so if we ever have the Federal Trade Commission or the Attorney General's office requesting that information, they call us and let us know. Because sometimes the Federal Trade Commission is working on specific businesses, or they target specific things and they want some additional data with that. Also, what we do is we ask permission every time someone reports a scam. We ask permission if we can possibly contact them for media. So we can get a quote from them, bring them on with Cairo or Como or anything like that, and communicate that on a mass level as well to get that education out there as well. So there's multiple different things that we're doing with that. Right now, we're just trying to get a little bit more data so we can be more effective with this. So if you have scams that you hear about, you have yourself been targeted, let us know, report it to us. If you have a family member that's not comfortable going online, you can give us a call and we'll do it over the phone for that. And you can report on behalf of someone as well, too. Okay? Yes?
You guys have like a handy dandy cheat sheet for the top 3 things to avoid most of these scams, sort of like don't ever give your credit card information over the phone. Someone calls you before you click on a link or call someone back, verify it to a secure number first. But do you have like a cheat sheet? Because most of these seem to be very consistent
It's
ways.
very consistent. Don't do this, don't do this. So on the back there are magnets that has pretty much how to avoid fraud and scams. So you can totally grab those magnets, or you can get them sent to you if you'd like. So there's a couple additional things over there for you.